Good morning. This weekend is a special weekend because we are celebrating those who fought for our freedom. Because of them, this is the land of the free. Because of the brave. And for that, I am grateful, forever grateful. So today painting tutorial it's in memory of those who fought for this country, for you and I, for our freedom. Alright, so I hope you enjoy it. It's gonna be fun. It's only 5 colors that we're gonna use. Make sure you get your white, black, yellow, blue, and red. And we're about to start. So have fun with it, and remember, we're celebrating those who fought for our freedom. Have an awesome weekend. Alright, so here we are. We're gonna have, those are the brushes that I mainly used. Filbert brush, square flat brush. I'll say this is a number, this one doesn't even have a number, but this is like a 1/2 inch. This is like a 1/4 inch flat. And of course we have a round brush, and that's probably a number 3. And this brand, the Artist Loft, okay? We have our colors, yellow, black, blue, white, and red. I am using a 9x12 canvas. And paper, oh, I forgot the water. Let me get the water so I can wash my brushes. All right, and I have my water. So I'm gonna start with, I have no idea what I'm gonna paint. You just know that we're gonna be painting. So I'm gonna start with some white. And this upper left corner. Okay. And now I'm gonna go, but at least let me tell you that we're doing a sky, okay? I'm gonna paint a sky with the blue and the white and the red, okay? So I'm gonna add a little bit of primary blue for the sky and white. Now the brush strokes really don't matter what direction are going. It's a sky, and they probably perhaps can look like clouds, right? So that gives her some personality. And yes, you notice I move fast because once you work with acrylics, you understand that acrylics dry fast, so we have to move fast, okay? All right, I'm gonna clean my brush. Another thing I forgot was my blow dryer. But if you have a blow dryer, make sure you get that ready. I forgot. Now I'm gonna go with the with the white, I'm sorry. And right below that blue and white, I'm gonna prepare that for my red, okay? I'm preparing that for my red color. So I'm gonna introduce my red, and I didn't start right there where it's meeting up with the blue. I start a little bit lower, and I'm working my way up. And even if it touched the blue, it turned into like a little bit of a purplish color, that's absolutely fine. Those are the colors that we see on the sky anyway. All right, now we're gonna just add the red. And I'm using my round brush. Or actually this is called the filbert brush. You can use the square as well. And I'm just gonna kind of blend that in nicely with the dry brush so you don't see as much as that. So I switched to a square brush now. I'm not gonna wet the brush. I'm gonna keep working with the dry brush. That's called the dry brush technique. I'm gonna add a little bit more red on my plate. All right, and I'm back to my filbert brush. So the brushes that I mainly use, my filbert, my flat, see, square, flat, square, 1 inch or 1/2 inch, according to the size of the canvas that I'm using. These small canvases, I will use the 1/2 inch or 1 inch, and anything lower than that, because we have some details too. Okay, and as we're getting closer to the bottom here, I'm gonna leave some space for the grass. We're gonna have some grass. So we have the blue, white, and red up here. And because we're gonna write something down here, we're gonna do yellow, okay? Or we could just do white as well. Make sure you clean that brush really well. Get rid of all the red. This is what a beautiful, fun, easy, breezy painting. And we all should have this kind of painting in our homes, you know, just to remember that we're free because of the brave. Okay, and I'm just gonna add some yellow and white. I run out of the white. Okay. Just because I'm gonna do my writing here. More white than yellow. Okay? So I already put a lot of yellow, but it's my preference. It's just whatever you prefer. I grab another square brush, going a little bit into the yellow, just a little bit. But when they mix very nice. They kind of get into a peachy color or orangey. And I'm just gonna add a little bit more red, but just a little bit, to cover those white spots in my canvas. I'm using the square flat brush, and it's dry. Yes, I'm not wetting the brush. I'm still doing the dry brush technique, okay? And I've kind of decided to go up there. Get rid of all that yellow in my brush. Go up a little bit. And a circular motion. Makes it look like the clouds, right? This is the land of the free, the land of the free, because of the brave. The land of the free, the land of the free, because of the brave. Yes, I like to sing. And you know what happened? For Mother's Day, I had a video with music in the background. And because I don't have the rights to the songs, they kind of muted the video certain parts, so I removed the video completely. So I decided I'm gonna make my own songs, and that's what I'm doing, so they don't have to remove anything. Okay? Every time you notice you have those blights, those you can see through, you can see your canvas, go ahead and add some paint. Okay? And remember, we're having fun as we paint, and we're celebrating, and we're remembering those who fought for our freedom. All right, it's about having fun while we paint. That's why it's called Painting Made Fun. Okay, because painting is supposed to be fun, not supposed to be stressful. Not at all. Not at all. All right, so I'm kind of liking that right now. I'm gonna introduce the black, and I'm gonna be using the same round brush, but I am cleaning that brush because it has a lot of red. Okay, still have a lot of red. Perhaps the water needs to be changed. And you know when it's clean because you don't have any more of that paint in your napkin or your paper towel. Then I'm gonna add some black. And let's say this is like grass, pretty much. Okay. We're gonna just kind of let it dry before we go over with more paint. Okay, I'm gonna pour a little bit more black because we're gonna go back to the sky. And now I'm gonna use the round tip. Okay, and we're gonna make just this little kind of airplanes here. It's not completely dry, but yours is dry. I know that, okay? So, here we go. If you want to go ahead and trace it with the chalk first, you can do that. Just make sure this is completely dry. Mine is not dry. I don't have my blow dryer handy. I'll have to walk out of here, go to the bedroom, get the blow dryer, and come back, and I don't feel like doing that right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start painting. And I'm gonna calculate this. I cannot even put my fingers on because it's so wet, because that's what I usually tell you guys, just to use your pinky finger to stabilize, right? Well, I guess that's what I'm gonna do right now. Okay. And nothing perfect, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. Not the best looking ones, but you get the idea what I'm trying to do. Right. All right, and you can do as many as you want. All right, making progress. This first one, I didn't really like my first one, but all right, who cares, right? Doesn't have to be perfect. Remember, I always tell you that it doesn't have to be perfect. Of course, we're painting just for fun. Although today we're painting to celebrate Memorial Day, to celebrate the brave, okay? And I'm gonna do one more right here. Or should I not? No, I'm just gonna leave those 4. I can actually do one more. Gonna do one more. Yeah. All right. We're making progress. We're almost done actually. For this part, I really, really needed to be completely dry. So what I can do, since I don't have a fan with me right now, I'm gonna try it with another plate. Okay. Because I have to make sure my sky is completely dry before I do what I'm gonna do. Okay. And I can also, well, you know, while it's getting dry, oh, this has a lot of black. Let me clean the brush. And now I'm gonna go back to the blue and I'm gonna make it darker a little bit right here. Just a little bit. When I say a little bit, just put a little bit on the tip of your brush on one side. And just you go all the way down, like you're cleaning, you're getting rid of all of the blue in your brush. You don't have to add more paint to it. You go back to where you have a lot of that paint, you bring it down. Okay. Just a little bit more right here. You pretty much play with it, okay? You can make it as dark or as light as you want. And even if it goes to the red, remember, it doesn't matter. Okay. And we're gonna let that dry. And while it's drying, we're gonna do some stars in the sky. And we're gonna use the opposite side of the brush. So the stars in the sky, which we have them on our flag as well. And they're obviously just on the blue side, okay? And I didn't count them, but all right. Make sure you clean that side of your brush. Make sure the brush is also clean. Have some water here, okay? And we have to make sure this is completely dry before I start with the white paint to do the smoke that is coming out of the place, okay? And for that, we are gonna use a thicker, oops. That happens, you know when this happens? When you put a lot of water in your cup, when you fill your cup, don't fill it up all the way up here. Make sure the water doesn't touch the metal part, okay? Because that's what happens, they come off. But these brushes are so old. I have this for like what, 4 years? Okay, so a round brush, and it's dry, completely dry. Now I'm gonna get into my white paint, and it's gonna start thin and it gets thicker as we go down, okay? As it gets closer to us. All right. This one is gonna be, I'm not gonna do it on that one, to be honest. I'm just gonna go here. And again, it gets thicker as it's closer to us. Doesn't have to be perfect, it's just the smoke from it. And you're kind of just cleaning the brush as you get towards the opposite side of the canvas. All right. And if you want to add more paint, you can do so, but not a lot. So it gives you that nice effect, okay? Beautiful. Got one more here. See, and I'm not using a ruler. You just kind of go with it. And we're gonna go over with the grass. Don't worry, we're not done, okay? One more. All right. And now we're just gonna write. You can write with your brush or you can use a marker. I should have a marker here, but I don't. So I am gonna use this round brush, the one with the pointy tip, okay? And I'm gonna write with my black. So here. Don't worry about it, just write. Land of the free. Because of the brave. Because of the brave. Love it. This is the land of the free because of the brave. Powerful. That's powerful. That is absolutely powerful. And I'm gonna go back to the black right here really quick. Make sure I cover everything. And this is a canvas panel. Canvas panel, I like them because you can just frame it. You can look for a nice frame and frame it. Remember, the grass goes in different directions. All right. Here it's my tiny pointy brush. We're done with it. I'm just kind of adding something here. You could if you want. You don't have to. Okay. But this is it. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you really like it. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful, safe Memorial weekend. Until next time.